You don't know angry until you go through what I went through on Friday. I could have and should have killed someone on Friday. Friday was the most absurd sequence of events that kept happening because he was already starting the morning show. Yeah, he was already on,
which already makes you angry.
Already made me angry that show exists. I go downstairs to get in my car and it starts up, but I couldn't get out of the parking spot. I wouldn't go reverse. I couldn't shift. It's like, what the fuck? So I turn it off, on, nothing, and there's a yellow light with a wrench that says check manual. So I had to find the manual, check the manual, and the manual just says that wrench. It says serious powertrain stuff, you have to go to the dealership. And I was like, what the fuck? Why doesn't it just say something serious? Why do I have to go to the manual? So I'm already pissed. So I go upstairs. I'm like, okay, let me call Ford. And I couldn't get through because I'm with Rogers, and Rogers was down.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck? Now I can't call. I can't leave the house. I can't even call someone to tell them that I can't leave the house.
And it's not like the old days that you were like, fuck, the cell phone doesn't work. I'll use the landline.
I don't have a landline.
You need to find a friend that's in his 70s.
And I can't go to my friend. I don't have a car.
Yeah.
So I'm just going crazy now.
You gotta send smoke signals and hope that someone old sees.
Actually sees it. So I connected because I had Viber. I paid for Viber. And Viber, every time I call, it would call to Spain or Italy or someone else. Okay. Like, and I go, what the fuck? I hang up and I call back. It's the same thing. I go, is this Ford? Is this Ford? It's not Ford. I go, what's happening? So then I can't take it.
I've never used it. How does it work? So you dial?
I dial the area code. And
how does it go to
I don't know. I dialed the Ford number. So then I got so desperate.
Were you doing 011514?
No, I did it after. Okay. I did it after because 514 kept going to Spain. And then it kept going the same shit. It's like, what the fuck's happening?
Did you do +1? Because
stop aside. I did everything possible. Okay. So I then I signed up to Skype. I get a Skype number. Okay. And then I finally get through. I call them and I tell them, please don't hang up on me because you can't call me. This isn't the real number.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, okay, yeah, Rogers is down. So finally I get through them. They go get a tow truck, and they give me the number for a tow truck.
But you're in underground parking.
So I go, it can't get in. He's like, what do you mean it can't get in? I go, it's too short for it to get in. He's like, yeah, so put it in neutral and push it out. I go, well, I can't put it in neutral. That's the problem I'm having, guys. It won't go to neutral. So the guy's like, this is his thing. He goes, get a smaller tow truck. So inside, I hang up, and inside I'm fuming.
And even like just one thing before you get angry. Yeah. The guy that says put it in neutral, even if you could put it in neutral, the idea of an underground parking lot is it's underground. So you're gonna have to get a friend to sit in the car while you push up a hill. And fucking it's
turn. Absurd.
What a piece of shit.
And it's so tight in there. It's completely absurd. It's an absurd scenario. So I'm getting angry. I'm like, okay, these sons of bitches, like they're really not taking this serious. And it's like he's like the way he's talking is almost like, it's a tough. You got to figure out a way to get out of there, man. So I'm getting angry. I'm getting more and more angry. I call my other buddy who knows about cars, and I tell him, stop the show, come over. You're dealing with the car. We have to figure this out. So my buddy tells me, open up the fuse box. Take out the fuses, the specific fuses for this, so that it could restart the
reset,
kind of reset the powertrain.
I don't know what the fuck it is. So he's like, so we open it up. We can't get the fuses because it needs a specific these fucking, what are they called, bro? Now I'm losing my
tongs.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is.
Like small tongs.
Yeah, what it's another word that we're using.
Pincer? No, fucking claw.
I forgot what it was, but
claw. I get what you mean.
Yeah,
like a little thing to pinch.
Yeah. So I get
a grabber.
A grabber.
In Greek, it's pensa.
But it's not working. So I'm like, what do I do? So we get into his car. We drive to Canadian Tire. We tell the guy what we need. Pliers. We tell the guy what we need. The guy, he's like, I don't know what that is. So like, are you? So then we show him a photo of pliers, and he's like, I don't know what the hell that is.
He doesn't know. A French guy or English?
A French guy. Okay. So we're like, he's no, and my buddy,
and even when you showed him the picture,
he didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
so me and him stare at each other. We're like, and it's funny because when we were waiting to speak to him, the guy before him had a similar situation because I heard the guy goes, "Is there a manager I could speak to? Like, what? Does anybody know what's going on?" So then when he left, I was like, "Okay, that guy's just has a short fuse." Angry. But then he didn't know. He's like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I've never seen it before in my life. So we don't have that here. Yeah. So I'm like, they have that. So I'm looking for stuff, and then I go, let's just ask the other car guy. And the other car guy's like, yeah, it's right here. It's literally next to them, and it's a piece of plastic. It costs $6. So we buy
it. That means that guy probably in the same day someone wanted to buy tires, and he was like, I have no clue what you're talking about.
This is insane.
The fucking round rubber things, like condoms.
Yeah, that's absurd. We don't have condoms here, sir. So so now you could imagine that I'm already like the fuse, and I have to be at Saint Jean that night. We have a show.
Yeah, we were doing a show.
My fuse is getting shorter and shorter, Mike. So we arrive, we take out what he told us to take out, we restart the way he tells us. Nothing. I still have the thing. It's lighting. It won't turn. So now I'm starting to lose hope. Ford's not answering. Poseidon's getting
And
the
every
car.
time you'd come, you'd have to go up to your apartment, get on Skype.
Get on Skype, get on the internet.
Okay.
So I started, like inside, I couldn't take it. I was starting to get sick from the anger. Like it was building up here. And I go, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go 2 Ford. So we get in his car. We go there. I see the guy. I go, bro, what the fuck's going on? Like, he's like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I go, well, someone has to know something. You guys are like, this never happened to anyone. I'm the first person this happens to. He's like, we have to find a way to get out. I go, I can't, unless it's going to be part of the building now.
Yeah.
The car just belongs to the building. We can't get out unless we can cut in pieces, unless we figure out how to at least put it in neutral, and then we could push it. It's the only, that's the minimal thing. But isn't there a way to reset the codes or something, like via computer, because it's all computerized? And he goes, yeah, actually, do you know a hacker? He goes, do you know anyone that has the codes and stuff? And I'm like, if I know, what do you mean? If I don't know Vin Diesel, I can't get my car
Did he
out.
think that you work at Ford?
But that's
that
the thing. I
know
go,
the
but
codes?
you work at Ford.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but we can't really send someone there right now. And I go, but then how? So I'm losing it. Then the mechanic, he's walking us around. He's showing us different cars. Like, fuck, there's no car here that's like yours that has the same mechanism to show you what I mean.
Oh, so he was trying to show you, look, you do this, but but like this.
No, he told me if you're lucky, your car might have a latch under that you pull, and it'll disengage the whole system.
If you're lucky, shouldn't they fucking know? Didn't they sell you that car?
Yeah,
and
but
you got it new, right?
I got it new, 2018.
They should just like check on fucking Ford.ca or
So,
Ford.com.
The rage is building,
These
and then the guy tells
motherfuckers.
me, "Oh, simple. This is the last thing you could try. Take out the unhook the battery, and he's telling me, he's like, you take out the positive charge and you put it at the back. There's a negative thing. You touch it there for like 5 minutes. It's gonna erase everything, and then put it back, and then that should erase the system, and then you should be able to restart if there's not a big problem. So I'm like, how do you do it? Because I don't play with batteries. And last time I went there, they overcharged me. I changed my battery there. It cost me $500. They did all kinds of other shit I didn't ask for, and they charged me for it. So I'm never going back there again, anyways. So I'm like, how do you do it? And I go explain to this guy because he's gonna do it for me. So like, you take out the positive thing, and you put in the back. There's a line negative. And Poseidon's a little nervous because he doesn't like batteries. He has bad experience with them, and he's like, okay, I get what he's saying. So we're driving, and I'm feeling nervous. I go, I don't like the idea of playing with batteries. Like the fuses, I didn't mind as much, even though I was a little nervous. But the battery, something bothers me. So we open up, we see exactly what he said. There's the positive thing, and there's a thing at the back that's connected. And he's like, okay, I should do this. And Poseidon's feeling weird. And I go, you know what, Poseidon, don't do anything. We're going to wait for my buddy Viron, who knows about cars, to come over the weekend, because I'm not taking a chance of you dying. My buddy comes in. I had to go rent a car now. So we don't have a car. He brings the rental. This is right after all that. So I go to Enterprise. I have to give a shout out to this guy, Lulian Miron, on Grenet, this guy. Because he sees, he's there with me and rent the car. He sees the 2 Drink Minimum shirt. He sees your face on it. This night. He's like, oh, fuck, Mike Ward. So he starts looking. He's like, yeah, the English podcast. So he's figuring out. He's like, I love Mike Ward. He's going crazy. So I get the car, and then he comes out, and he gives me a free upgrade to the Big Ford Explorer because he's a fan of yours.
Yeah.
So because of you, I got an upgrade.
got a better
so
car.
this guy's getting a shout out. So if you guys can go look for Lulian Miron on the Grenet Enterprise, fucking good dude. So he gives me that. I get in the car. I come to Saint Jean. And now I'm stressed out all Friday. I'm stressed out. I go, how am I going to get the car out? So next day, my buddy Viron comes. He says, what did he tell you to do with the battery? I tell him. He goes, had Poseidon done that, Poseidon would have died. He goes, he would have blown up. What you're supposed to do, you have to take out that negative thing first. Take it out from where it was, and then take out the positive, and then touch them together 5 minutes. So it's a whole different thing. So he would have been dead, which could have been a blessing. So anyways, we do the whole thing. Still the same problem. The car won't go. He leaves. My friend is like, he's sad for me.
So that thing that you do to
it erased
unplug,
everything. Everything restarted. Changed nothing.
Why don't they just put like they have for modems? You
reset.
You use a toothpick and you hold it 10 seconds.
Oversight.
Couldn't they do that? Like hide a fucking hole somewhere.
There was another version of my car that had a little thing. Mine had nothing. There's no way of getting this car out. So then my buddy calls me and goes, look, I know you're desperate. Try one last thing. I just went to some forums, people that were complaining. Your shifter, just smack it like an ass. Just smack it. I go, are you fucking kidding me?
Hit it like a stepchild?
He's like, just smack it. Well, don't go super crazy. Just smack it once. He goes, there's people that are having the same problem. And I go, that can't be. So I go down, I smack it, bro, and it starts working.
And it worked.
I lost my shit. I go, fucking, no one at Ford is like, try smacking. Like, it never happened. They're just like, you know a hacker? Do you know someone that can hack into the mainframe?
You know
I was like, this is absurd.
That was someone that sees Greeks as all criminals.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, Pantelis Paliudek. Okay, this guy knows. This guy knows mobsters.
Yeah, this guy knows. But